This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
Michael is in Detroit. Hey, Michael, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Good afternoon, Dave. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
Well, my financial advisors come to me recommending structured notes for the portion of my savings that I won't be touching for 5 to 10 years. I'm retired, 55, no debt, about $2 million in savings. I've been told they have a downside protection up to 30% and upside greater than the S&P. They could be laddered for liquidity and possibly sold through exchanges. So I get that they're complicated, but if I do my due diligence, where's the downside? It just seems too good to be true.
Well, let me put it to you this way, okay? I'm 64. My net worth is hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? The amount of money I have in structured notes is zero, okay? And when I meet with people that have net worths in excess of $10 million, $20 million, which I often do, the number of them that play with structured notes is really, really close to zero. This is an ultra-high-risk derivative product. It's set up to, you can ladder them, but the laddering only lowers some of the risk because that just means if two rungs break off the ladder, that's all you lose. That's all that means. Mm-hmm. And so you can outperform the S&P simply by buying mutual funds that outperform the S&P. I do it all the time. It's not really rocket science. And so this is, I'm really confused why someone with a $2 million net worth, why a competent advisor would actually recommend something that has this much risk. I'm appalled, actually.
Can you explain what the risk is? So people, I've gotten both sides of the bookends, right?
It's mainly volatility.
No risk.
It's mainly volatility because it depends on what it is. There's all kinds of structured notes, but they're derivatives, which means they lay in the background and copy something else. And so you can buy a structured note that copies the S&P. You can buy a structured note that's mirrored after bonds. But there's no point in doing all of that when you could just simply buy the S&P, or just buy a mutual fund that has a 20-year track record of outperforming the S&P. There's no reason to be in the direct background running a derivative product. And the risk is just volatility. And, I don't think you're going to lose 100% of your money. It's just it's not worth it. The juice isn't worth the squeeze as far as I'm concerned. And I think it's highly inappropriate for an investment advisor with someone with only a $2 million net worth to be suggesting that someone play with this. I think he's questionable on his fiduciary responsibility personally. But I would get a different investment advisor is what I'm saying. I wouldn't stick with somebody that did that. This guy's a player.
And are they pretty common?
No.
I feel like, I was going to say, I feel like it's not like a...
how many times on this show have you had somebody ask you that question?
Yeah.
Almost never, you know. And so, but the reason is there was a thing, what was it? What was the year? I guess it was when the mortgage-backed securities in 2008, when we had all that crash. Derivatives. Everybody was talking about derivatives then. Everybody was derivatives, which is just simply a product that lays in the background and mirrors something else. It's it comes out of, derives from derivative. That's how the language works, in other words. And so, but it's not an actual product. It's something that's trying to act like it's a product. And so,
and the volatility is what? When the market goes down, you lose more of it because
it doesn't mirror it exactly. It's mirrored on a leverage plane. And so it's just the volatility is going to be, there's no sense of just. We don't need to do a master class on something you shouldn't do. So I wouldn't do it, Michael. You do what you want to do. But I don't find it to be normative to be used by wealthy people. And so one of my things I learned a long time ago when I went broke, I started interviewing millionaires. And then when I became a millionaire, I started interviewing billionaires. And I said, how did you do that? And then we did the largest study on millionaires that's ever been done in North America. And we got good data there on where wealth really comes from. And it doesn't come from playing with crap like this. You just don't see it. And so it's not Bitcoin. It's not that bad. But it's just not that good. It's not worth the trouble for the juice isn't worth the squeeze. It's there's too much risk and volatility for the supposed questionable returns. And no, all of that babbling to say I wouldn't do it. Yep.